Hello, welcome back to Coffee Nerds and Day Drinkers, episode 2. Today we're going to make a Cafe Mexicano variation, Cappuccino Mexicano. And this is another brainstorm, and this is the first time I'm trying to make this. Could be good, could taste like garbage. Anyway, we start here with the ingredients. Espresso maker, beans from Mexico, dark roast, cinnamon, piloncillo, oat milk with protein, half and half. Patron, this is cocoa liqueur. It's like a tequila-based liqueur with chocolate notes, and then the Patron Silver. And then we have a cheese grater, shot glass, and a 15-ounce mug. So the concept is, I'll explain how the idea came. We'll start with the basics. Get the water in the carafe. I'm going to fill it up to 4 because I'm going to do a triple shot. Load that up in the machine. And then we get our finely ground dark roast coffee. Yeah, all right. And then enough for a triple shot. And this, and then what I'm going to do, that might be, yeah, that's probably good right there. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to the coffee. Put some in here. About triple shot. Secure that in there. Now here's where it gets interesting. So this is piloncillo, this is or panela. We got our panela canela vibe. This is like brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm gonna grate the brown sugar. It's probably good. And then add some cinnamon to this too. Mix it up. And into the carafe with the brown sugar and cinnamon. Done with that, done with that. Now we take some Patron Silver. Not too much. Probably about, I'm gonna do half a shot. Once again, the idea of a coffee liquor beverage is to not be a boozy experience, but more just like a speedball element. So then we put this in there, mix it up. I'm going to put a little bit of the Patron chocolate cocoa in here too, just a little nib, because I'm going to also put that in the mug here. So my concepts, I got 2 containers. We put our solvents and alcohol and the coffee in here, and then our milks and liqueurs in here. That's the basic concept. Good to go. Get these out of the way. Cinnamon, we'll save that. Plugged in, everything's good to go, and we brew. Yes. All right. Now, carafe number 2. We take a little bit of the Patron liqueur. I'm just putting like just a little flavor into the mug. Tablespoon of half and half. Now the reason I don't really do much half and half in coffee these days, but this is to help the frothing situation. Put it in there. And then we fill the rest up with oat milk, about halfway. And so that's about as much as I should put in there. So the concept of this beverage, so I spent a good chunk of my life in East LA, and a chunk of that chunk was spent waiting on the corner first in Indiana for the 31 bus. In the days before the Gold Line, and days before the 720 Metro Rapid, the 31 bus was your way out of East LA, and it would take a long time. So I started going to this diner that was right by the bus stop, and I would go order a coffee waiting for the bus, and I noticed, wow, this coffee tastes different than, like, you know, if I would go to a diner that's not in a primarily Mexican neighborhood. It's like, okay, what's the difference of this? There's like a cinnamon element, and I found out, okay, it's this brown sugar from Mexico and some cinnamon brewed into the coffee. And so this is where the idea of this drink came from. So this is a cappuccino based on that, the Cafe Mex vibe, which is a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar, and then a hint of if you put cocoa powder on top. And so this is where this idea came from. And as we're waiting for it to brew, signs of life. Dark roast. This is good coffee too from Chiapas, Mexico. Here we go. So now I noticed that the crema element on top of the espresso is getting killed by the alcohol. This is one part of this experiment that, I don't know, maybe if other baristas see this, how do you get good crema with alcohol in the drink? That's a question I haven't figured out yet. Once again, this is an experiment. This is the first time I'm trying this beverage. And we'll see how it goes. All right. Yeah, cinnamon smell. Wish there's a way you could smell this on YouTube. It's yummy. We're cruising. And then once this hits 3, I'm gonna start the froth. Almost there, so maybe you come on this side. Give it up to Malia for filming, thank you. And once again, not too boozy. All right, here it is. So once to froth it, put it right under the surface, and then didn't really froth this one, so I was hoping that the half and half in there would give me a little more froth. That might be the alcohol killing it. All right, and we finish the brew. And then we finish off the steam. Put this paper towel on there because you can steam it, and then you can use this paper towel to clean off your frothing wand, which got to be cleaned off after every use. Let's get I'll make sure to do that before. So now, oh yeah, once we learned this the last time. So the last step, I want to stir it up a little bit in here to make sure all that sugar gets dissolved. And we pour it in there. I don't know how to do all those cool designs on top of the froth. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, now there's that smell, the cinnamon and cocoa element. We're gonna top it off with a little bit of cinnamon on top. And this is Cappuccino Mexicano. First in Indiana, shout out to East LA. Ooh, yeah, it smells really good. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh, that's really nice. So I never tried tequila in coffee before, but this Patron liqueur that really mixes nicely with it. So after the first attempt, Cappuccino Mexicano, this recipe is dope.